Going live. I'm live. Hello everyone. I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be doing a very quick live stream at 4K just to test my connection, my PC running a 4K stream, the latency with the chat. You probably already can see my latency self because I said I'm live. Well, when I say I'm live is when I started the live stream. So it's probably a few seconds away. Let me know how the latency is. Also, I've been changing the lighting, so now my face should have some light on it, and it's easy for the graphics card to separate me from the background. So how are you guys doing? Good seeing you. I'm playing Red Dead 2 with Xbox One X settings on the 570. Which is basically a mix between medium and low with a couple things on high and textures on ultra. So yeah, Red Dead Redemption 2 got cracked, yeah. I mean, I'm happy about that, not in the sake of myself, but for everyone. Because, I mean, if one day the DRM stops working and you cannot access the game that you purchased, at least you have a way to play it offline. So in that way, I really like that it got cracked because it will work for in the future if the DRM stops existing or Rockstar for some reason doesn't want us to play it anymore. Never mind. I forgot the button to call the horse. Pusiste este directo y el pin se subió de 80 a 120. Uff. Sí, estamos a 40 megabits por segundo de subida, así que está bastante heavy. Pero sí. So guys, I was saying in Spanish that this 4K live stream is at 40 megabits per second upload. Is the fastest that my connection can do. If I go any higher than this, the live stream is basically unwatchable due to the internet. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that I'm using all my internet speed to do this. So I hope the quality is worth it. I'm going to be checking it out later. Once the live stream is done, it should be a video posted on my channel. So I can see the quality, how much you guys, the latency with the chat, better said. So yeah, can you compare Red Dead before any patch or newest patch so we know how many it fixed? Unfortunately not. But I can tell you right away that it got huge improvements over the day one. I played this a year ago on the live stream on a quad-core CPU, and it got a lot of stutters. So yeah, the amount of stutters I got there was insane, and they fixed that, the CPU stuttering issue. So now you can play with a quad-core CPU, but I will recommend locking it at 30 frames. With a 30 frames per second cap, should be okay. Yeah, you're watching on 360p. Yeah, I do not recommend that. But if you cannot do it, it's fine. I'm doing this 4K live stream more in a way of when the video is saved as a YouTube video, there's the highest quality possible. So there's a little compression to the footage. It's not 4K exactly. I mean, this game is at 1080p, but due to YouTube's compression, if I use a higher resolution, YouTube will use a higher bitrate, which means that the quality of the video itself will be much higher. So yeah, let me give this to the horse so it goes faster. Come on, horse. Easy boy. So yes, I was saying, if I force 4K on my live stream, then the YouTube video that is saved as a 1 hour video will be the highest quality possible at 40 megabits per second. So yeah, how is this possible? What are you talking about? Is the game at 4K? No, the game is at 1080p, but the quality of the live stream is at 4K to have the highest bitrate possible. I'm trying to get, let me see where I'm going. Oh, I'm going very far away. Yeah, let's go for the guy with a plan. And I might put it on autopilot so it goes by itself. But yeah, anyways. So cinematic camera. And it should go on its own. So in the meantime, I'll talk to you guys and drink my coffee. I thought the game was giving 60 FPS at 4K. No. The game is at 1080p. That's why I put 1080p here. RX 570, 1080p, Xbox One X settings. So yeah, I'm not playing the game at 4K, but the live stream itself is at 4K. So okay, the video quality is awesome. Thank you so much for letting me know. That's what I was looking for in this live stream test. Your quad-core CPU is sweating at 4K 60. Well, you should be using hardware acceleration on Chrome. That allows you... Whoa, I think the game crashed. Let's see. No, it didn't. Awesome. I got afraid for a second that the game crashed. It didn't. Good. I was going to work with 8 GB of RAM. With 8 GB of RAM, you should have some stutters on Red Dead 2, especially when going through the villages. The villages are super CPU intensive and system RAM intensive. So my advice is to, if you have 8 GB of RAM, try to add at least another 4, if possible. If you cannot, that's fine. But yeah, for these games nowadays use more than 8 GB. Even Warzone, the Call of Duty games, all the Call of Duty games are using more than 8 GB. So yeah, I forgot to enable slow mode. So 1 second guys, gotta enable that so nobody spams. Yeah, I got a nice horse. That's a nice horse. Okay, slow mode, how many seconds? Alright, let's do 5 seconds. Hopefully nobody's shooting at me now. Where did you get the Xbox One X settings from? From Digital Foundry. Digital Foundry made a video talking about the graphic settings in Red Dead 2 plus the comparison against the consoles. Is basically a mix between medium and low with a couple of things on high and textures on ultra. That's where I got my 60 FPS settings. I mean, it's 50 to 60, super smooth. One thing I do not like about Red Dead 2 is that they force you to walk in the camp. Let me run in the camp, for Christ's sakes. Gotta go upstairs. It's super annoying that I have to walk in this. Just let me run like a maniac, like I do Witcher 3, and steal from people's homes. What were you saying about hardware acceleration on Chrome? Make sure in your advanced settings that hardware acceleration is enabled on Chrome, so it uses your graphics card for YouTube. But yeah.
We take an insult and scurry off like cockroaches, but deal with business the right way. We don't need to take.
Is it just me or the screen is staring? Yeah, the screen is staring because I'm using a capture card and no VSync. If you guys want me to enable VSync, let me know. Or I can even use enhanced sync. Let's use enhanced sync. Hopefully the game doesn't crash. But yeah, let's try that. So we go into the Radeon software and we enable the... I hate when games force me to stay in the window. So 1 second guys. I think it's on graphics. Yeah, it has enhanced sync. So I enable enhanced sync. And I go back into the game. So there shouldn't be any screen tearing now. It should be tear free. Super easy way to do it. What's the setting? I'm using a mix between medium and low with some stuff on high and ultra textures. It's basically the Xbox One X settings. You can find those on the Digital Foundry video. So yeah. RX 570 doesn't have VP9 codec support. What do you mean? Oh, for YouTube? Oh, maybe... Do you mean on Chrome? Kinda makes sense. You can use hardware acceleration with anything below Polaris Pascal. I didn't know that. Thank you, Tyron, for letting me know. I got too used to using hardware acceleration on Chrome that I thought that it was a common thing. Thank you for letting me know about that. You want Red Dead so bad? Well, you can download it now. It's cracked. I have it on the Epic Game Store since day one, but you can get it if you have the PC to run it. It should be alright. I mean, even at these settings, the game really looks good, in my opinion. Super great looking graphics, considering the the graphic settings. I mean, if you go to anything over high settings, you're actually just not getting a huge visual boost, in my opinion. You get some extra ambient occlusion, better reflections, but really nothing major, in my opinion. I mean, the game already looks fantastic with these settings, and it runs fine. What about the 30 FPS settings? I would say a mix between high and ultra, but again, I do not recommend going that route, because the game is so much better at 50 to 60 frames, especially the fine aiming you have to do in third person. So yeah. Will my i3-8100 do 60 frames per second? No, unfortunately that won't be enough on this game. If you want 60s on Red Dead 2, especially in the town areas, you need at least 6 cores and 6 threads. So an i5-9400F, 8400, a Ryzen 5 2600 maybe. I'll be trying to go to the town now with the Ryzen 3 3100. Wish me luck to keep 60 frames on a town. But yeah. Oh, thank you Matt Have GTX for the 20 Indian rupees. Highly appreciated. Thank you so much, sir, for the donation. You're in my heart and soul now. Now, everyone is. You don't need to donate to have my appreciation. Already being here and watching is already more than enough support for me to continue doing this. So thank you for going the extra mile. Is your game cracked? No, this is the Epic Game Store version. I do not have the cracked version. But if the game one day stops working due to DRM being outdated or something, a reason to not being able to access my game, I'll be able to, because there's a cracked version now. So the game is on PC forever now, even if the DRM doesn't work, which is what I like about these situations. And I mean, it's been a year since the game originally released on PC, so Rockstar is not really missing much. The game has been on sale multiple times. I got it for a friend for $25 on the Epic Game Store. It's on Steam now, so if you wanted to buy it, you're probably already did. And if you like the online portion, you're not downloading the cracked version. But sometimes this game crashes, so that will be one reason to get the cracked version even if you purchase the game. I mean, if you purchase the game and you're having issues getting into the single player or it takes too long, just download the cracked version, you'll be fine. So yeah. What are my GPU temps? Good question. They should be into the mid-70s, maybe 75 to 80. I would say. I didn't crank up any fans or anything like that, but I'm using the AORUS 570 on my OpenPC. It's an NCXT case, but without the side panel on, so the temperatures are not really something that you should be thinking about. I shouldn't be showing them because it's not realistic. Most people have a closed case with the side panel on and all that good stuff. So yeah. You should also give Xbox One settings for other games too. Well, the thing is, I did not make these settings. Digital Foundry found them by doing comparisons with the Xbox One X. So right now, this was the only way to get the Xbox One X settings. Someone that knows what it's doing made a direct comparison with the console versions. So yeah, try Underbolt. Yeah, I mean, the Underbolt works fine, but it won't change the performance at all. It's at 1280 MHz and it'll stay there. no matter the temperature, unless it goes over 80 degrees. In that case, you look very much like Shroud. No, I'm very different. Shroud is more Canadian. Whoa, see Goku. Hey, he says, hey Santiago, thank you so much, man, for the donation. 100 Indian rupees. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for going the extra mile. Highly appreciate it. How are you doing, man? Good seeing you. Have you finished Red Dead 2? No, I didn't, but I know the ending already because my friends spoiled it for me. So I already know the ending. Do not spoil the ending in the chat, please. Please. But no, I didn't finish it yet because it's so slow at times. I mean, that thing of walking in the camp already pisses me off. So my patience is into the floor at the moment with this game. So I thought, what a better way to play a mission than live streaming it and at the same time testing the 4K footage. So yeah, better performance on Ryzen 5 3600, yeah, of course, especially on towns. You should have better performance on Red Dead 2 if you're targeting 60 frames per second. So yeah, I mean, at least high settings, 60 FPS stable. On a quad-core CPU, you're not getting 60 frames per second in towns in this game. You need something faster. By quad-core, I mean 4 cores, 4 threads. If it's something like 4 cores, 8 threads, it should be fine. But we're going to be testing the 10 on this CPU after this mission. So you guys can see if a 4-core 8-thread CPU can do 60 frames on towns. Is it safe to download RDR2 cracked? Well, it depends from where you download it. I'm not going to discuss where to get it. If you want to get it, you have to find that out by yourself. You know how it goes. But you can find it if you look for it. So yeah. ¿Streameas desde la misma PC que jugás? No, estoy usando una PC aparte con una capturadora para no perder rendimiento. No water physics. No, water physics is on the minimum because it destroys performance. So water physics is basically off. Yeah, I should be enabling that. Maybe. Give me 1 second, guys. I forgot to... Let's go down here. Water physics. Hopefully the game doesn't crash after changes. Water physics. There you are. Let's put that at... Yeah, there. Why not? Please, game, do not crash. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem to change much at all. Let's keep it like that for now. The correct version is 116 gigabytes. Whoa, that's a huge download. But yeah, the game is already over 100 gigabytes, even on PS4 and Xbox One. So it makes sense. Hey, what's the bitrate of the video? This video is 40 megabits per second. If you're watching at 4K, if you're watching on 1080p, it's going to be lower. But the idea is to keep this 4K video as this 4K live stream as a video, so we can see the how it looks. Because YouTube compression destroys everything, and since this game has a lot of quality and fine detail, it would be awesome if I could just, what's the name of this? If I could just crank up the the bitrate, which works at 4K. So yeah. Madhav GTX, thank you so much for the other 40 Indian rupees donation. 60 on a 570, I get 40-ish on a 1060, 570-400, 16 gigs. Well, things to keep in mind. Make sure to be using dual channel on your RAM, so 2 8GB sticks. Then your i5-7400 is a quad-core CPU, 4 cores, 4 threads, so that's already a limitation in this game. You won't be getting 60s, especially on towns, because CPU demands. And on the 1060, the 1060 is not as good on Vulkan. This is a game that runs much better on AMD due to the Vulkan support. So especially cards before the 16 series and 20 series from NVIDIA are not particularly good at Vulkan and DX12, so the 1060 suffers as a result. So it makes sense that you're getting 40-ish on that one with your PC. Is the water physics CPU heavy? Good question, I have no idea. Let me crank it up again. Let's see if we can get it to at least have some ripples. Let's try it out. Let's put it on the maximum. The thing is, when I first tried this, it destroyed my frame rate, so I decided to just keep it disabled. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, it killed the frame rate. Never mind. Yeah, we got like half the frame rate, and the water now has some movement, as you can see. But I mean, considering the performance hit, not worth it in my book. So let's disable it completely, like the true people that we are. I mean, just keep it like that. Yeah, there's no movement or anything. But I mean, how many times are you into this thing in the game? This is the first mission where I'm in the swamps. Considering the performance impact, I prefer to keep it like this. You have a Ryzen 5 2600 and you want to upgrade so it does not bottleneck your GPU. 2070 is super. Do you think that Ryzen 5 3600X XT will be enough, or I should invest in a 3700X? Well, I mean, the 2600 should be already enough for the 2070 unless you are going for more than 60 frames per second. In most games, 60s should be doable with the 2600, so if you're going to expect to be into the hundreds of FPS, I'll probably go for the 3700X. You have 8 cores, 16 threads, you are on parity with the new consoles, so you are a little better for the future. So yeah, I would go for the 3700X to have a more, I hate saying this word, but future-proof setup, because games are using more cores. But I mean, if you're looking for 60 frames, a 3600 should already be more than enough. So no worries. A 2600 already should be a good one. But if you feel that it's not enough, a 3700X or 3600X should do the job. Frame rate purist, well, yeah. In this game, of course. I mean, why would I cut my frame rate in half just for for a few water ripples? I mean, come on, guys. Would you take 38 FPS over 60 for some water ripples? I don't think so. Come on, be realistic. Oh, there he is. Hey, you in the tree, what are you doing?
There's a monster. A monster. You okay up there? There's a monster.
Ah, ¿te gusta verme en español, Neidar Mesa? Bueno, muchas gracias, supongo. 2600 is enough for high refresh. I have one, so I know. Well, yeah, if you're doing 60s, it's fine. But if you want to go beyond 60s, you probably want a faster CPU than a 2600. The 2600 should be good for 60 frames on the newer games. But if you want to go beyond 60, maybe, if it's not CSGO or Apex Legends, I'll go for something faster. But yeah. Well, I'll try to get close to 144 FPS as possible, so I guess the R7. Well, yeah. I mean, in this case, both of them will do just fine. But the 3700X should be better in the long run, to say it in some way. Just make sure to go for a V450 motherboard or an X570, so you can upgrade to Ryzen 5000 later. What the heck? I'm going through the things here. Alright. Let's move it out. My graphics. My graphics. But my graphics. Oh guys, how is the latency of the live stream doing? I'm trying to... I mean, the interaction with the chat. Is it good enough, or I am getting too late to respond to the chat? Let me know in the chat if the latency with me talking is too long. How does memory speed affect the Vega in games? What do you mean, Vega? You mean the graphics card? The Vega graphics cards? ¿Tienes el link de la configuración para mi juego? Sí, el link de la configuración. Fíjate, busca Digital Foundry, Xbox One X, Red Dead Redemption 2 PC y te aparece. I'm using a 2600 on V450M. Oh, great, awesome. Hopefully your the brand that made that motherboard has a way to upgrade to Ryzen 5000. Daniel Schrader tiene un problema. En todos los juegos según los objetos tengo que estar cerca para poder verlos. Si no estoy cerca, desaparecen. Fíjate que la distancia de visión esté al mango. Say now. Now. Okay, Tyrion, let me know how much time went until I said that. Latency is decent now. Latency on issue for me when playing 4K 60 frames. Okay, gotcha. It is fine, okay. A little bit late, 2 to 3 seconds. I think it's more than 2 or 3 seconds. Latency is fine for me, okay, thank you. You have an i5 4400, 4440, and it gives us a RAM. Which GPU should you pair it with? Maybe a 1650 Super, I would say. You won't be able to max it out in most games. But yeah, say now when you read this. Okay, it's more than 15 seconds because Tyrion is asking again. So yeah. So apparently the latency is super high, more than 15 seconds. So I'm half a minute. Okay, 10 to 15, gotcha. It's not that bad. I was expecting 30 seconds to a minute of latency. So yeah, thank you guys for letting me know. Tarda como 20-25 segundos en llegar la respuesta. Ok, te agradezco, Radeon. Muchas gracias. Okay, gotta search for Jules again. This is the most boring mission I've been playing so far. Okay, 30 seconds. Gotcha, gotcha. Thank you so much. Is this the correct version? No, this is the Epic Games Store version. But it should run the same as the correct version, but launch faster and not crash when you launch the Rockstar launcher. So yeah, it's probably a better version than the paid one. Do you think the crack will make Rockstar decrease their price more during sale? Hopefully. I mean, if this makes Rockstar put games for cheaper, I'm all for it. The consumer wins. So yeah. No, this is not the cracked version. You have an i5 9400F with RX 570 do good? Yes, of course, more than enough. I will go for a 588 gigabytes on that configuration, honestly. Hey dude, how is the temperature? I'll check it out. Give me 1 second. It's probably into the mid 70s, low 80s. We're about to find out. Yeah, let me show you the temps, since you're asking for it so much. Let's do it. So GPU temperature in on-screen display. I mean, this is not a realistic scenario, just keep that in mind. The temperatures here should be higher on your PCs because this is without the side panel on. I'm at 72 degrees Celsius without any undervolting and without any fan curve adjustment. So yeah, I would say pretty normal for a 570 to have those temps. This is a dual fan AORUS 570. So yeah, 3000 MHz or 3200. 3000 MHz, 3200. The difference is too great. Not really too great. I'll probably just go for 3000. Considering the price difference, usually 3000 or 2666 should be good enough for Ryzen. I wouldn't really do that thing of going for 3200. Honestly, too expensive. I mean, these are the things that I do not like about the game. These slow animations, just pressing one button, is so slow. It makes me sick. ¿Harías un tutorial de undervolt de CPU? El tema que hay tanta variedad de cómo hacer la undervolt a los CPU que no me parece buena idea, honestamente. Hay tanta variedad. Capaz que para Ryzen hago uno, pero no me parece que valga la pena, honestamente. What is the game setting? It's a mix between medium and low, with some stuff on high, like shadows, and no water physics. And what else? Oh, and ultra textures. If you don't go for ultra textures, the game will look like a potato. So yeah, the Xbox One X settings, you can find it on Digital Foundry's channel. But yeah, I mean, aiming at 60 frames on this game is such a breeze. I love it. I mean, aiming at 30 frames per second or with a controller on this game is nothing in comparison to 60s on this one. So yeah, what happened to RDR2? Nothing. I mean, it just got cracked. So people wanted to see it, and I wanted to see how the streaming worked with the new lighting and all the good stuff. So yeah, why does it run so well? Well, I mean, I'm on 1080p on Xbox One X settings, which is a mix between medium and low. It kinda makes sense. Also, I'm not in the city, I'm in a swamp. So after this mission, we're going to the city. We're going to see how it runs. It's going to probably be into the 40s, but hey, we're about to find out. The same frame rate in online mode? Probably not. I might be able to try the online mode, good idea. At the end I might do the online mode just to show you if the cheaters there give me a better frame rate. But yeah. DX12 better or Vulkan? In this game in particular, I'll go for Vulkan without a doubt. DX12 gave me a lot more stutter than Vulkan on AMD and NVIDIA GPUs. So yeah. What should I buy? Ryzen 3 3100 or i3 10100F? Personally, I'll go AMD this time around, the Ryzen 3 3100. Because if you get an X570 board, a B550 and some B450 boards, you can upgrade to Ryzen 5000, so you have a better upgrade path in the future. Intel, we don't know what they're doing. So yeah, let's go to the town now. Let's go to Saint Denis. We're going to... okay, it's just around the corner. Beautiful. I love it when things work. So we mark it over here, and let's go that way. So we're going to do a CPU stress test. Yeah, the game got cracked almost a year after release. So yeah, if you wanted to play this game without paying, you can do it now. And if one day we get the DRM dies for some reason and we cannot access the game, now we have the cracked version. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. If the game for some reason is inaccessible in the future, we have a non-DRM way to get to it. Alright, so we're now in the town with a lot of volumetric lights, which is awesome. This is basically a stress test, I would say. But yeah, with these settings, which is, yeah, I mean, in the town, let me go to the edge of the town and go back here so we can do a proper test. So yeah, usually the town, when there's a lot of fog like here, is very GPU bound. Not as GPU bound as the forest, but very GPU bound. But it's also very CPU bound due to the amount of NPCs, the buildings, all the geometry. A good place to test both the GPU and CPU. So now I'll flip around. And okay, 53 FPS. Doing fine. Okay, we drop into the upper 40s, no big deal. But the CPU is being... the GPU, sorry, is being completely utilized. So, pretty good. So yeah. It seems to be okay so far. The frame times though are a little inconsistent. But yeah, it seems to be okay. Let's do some shooty. I mean, when you're shooting from your horse or whatever, at 60 frames per second is such a breeze. It's beautiful, super smooth. Of course, I'm not a good enough shot to shoot from the horse, so it doesn't matter if I'm at 144 FPS or 60, it will be the same for me. I'm still going to miss most of my shots. So yeah. Oh, I screwed up there. Let's get down from the horse. Nice. Let's move out. He's gone. Yeah, I mean, even fighting in the city with multiple NPCs, it's alright. The CPU can do it more than fine. He's gone. How am I still alive? I do not know. Yeah, I'm still alive for some reason. Do you have any recommended 1440p card monitors that are 27 to 30 inches? Not really. I haven't gotten any 1440p displays. But I would say the sweet spot for 1440p on monitors will be 28 inches, 28 to 30. I'm using right now a 4K 28-inch monitor, and the what's the name of this? I mean, looks super sharp, don't get me wrong, but for 4K I'll go over 32 inches on the monitor. So 1440p, I'll go for something that's 144 Hz. If you cannot afford that, 60 Hz should be okay, but make sure it's at least 28 inches. If it's smaller than 28 inches, the monitor, 1440p wouldn't be worth it. I would go for 1080p. So yeah, my minimum for 1440p would be 28 inches. Or just go for ultra wide. If you're ultra wide, I mean the 2560 by 1080. If you go for one of those, I will go for more than 25 inches. Because ultra wide at 25 inches is super tiny. But yeah, that's been basically my experience. So yeah, for some reason I'm still alive. I'm going to die eventually, but I mean, yeah, performance is just fine. Let me show you the settings very quick. This is close to the Xbox One X settings. It's not exactly the same. So we got ultra textures, medium lighting, medium global illumination, high shadows, low far shadows. Screen space ambient occlusion is on medium. Then the mirror quality is on high, reflections on low, volumetric particles on medium, tessellation on medium, TAA on high because it looks fine. Then we're using Vulkan, near volumetric and far volumetric on low, volumetric in general on medium, particles, soft shadows and grass shadows on medium as well. Long shadows enabled, so it's a little softer when you're looking at the sun shadows. Full resolution screen space ambient occlusion is off because it's a little too demanding, especially with a lot of grass. Water refraction and reflections on medium, water physics on 0 because it kills the frame rate. TAA sharpening here at 40%, personal preference, doesn't affect performance. Tree tessellation disabled because I don't really pay much attention to it. Fur quality on medium, doesn't change that much of the frame rate. Decals on high, parallax occlusion mapping and tree quality on low. Grass level of detail at what, 20% maybe? And geometric level of detail at 70%, I would say. So this is close to the Xbox One X settings that Digital Foundry said, but with some tweaks of my own that I prefer. So yeah. RX 570 throttling at 75C, is it normal? As far as I know, it doesn't throttle until the 80s, so 75 degrees. Well, you can tweak the voltage. Let me show you very quickly an undervolt. So if I go here, I know which is the undervolt for this card, but let me show you very quickly. So we are at 1280 megahertz at 1150 millivolts. I could do 965, I think. Yeah, let's lower it to 1000. So we can do 1000 millivolts instead of 1150. Now let's do 975. 975 was the sweet spot. So if I do an undervolt very quickly, here, 975, 975. So I went from 1150 millivolts to 975, and I kept the same frequency. I'm not sure if it will crash though, we'll see. But this was my way to lower the temperature. So we keep the same frequency but at a lower voltage. We drop from 72 to 70. It's probably going to get lower. 69. As you can see, I already dropped 3 degrees, but I did an undervolt. I undervolted from 1150 millivolts to 975, and I know that it works because I already tried it before. I did the proper work to do the undervolt, but as you can see, I dropped from 72 to 67, so it's a major temperature difference and power difference. It's using way less power and it's getting a much lower temp. As you can see, now we're at 66 instead of 72. So, needless to say, an undervolt is highly recommended if you have an AMD GPU. But yeah. El Battlefield 1. Y che, podés pagarte el EA Play y lo tenés. Pagás creo 300 pesos en Steam y lo tenés por un mes. Hace eso. Now we drop to 65. So yeah, as you can see, 64. I mean, it's almost 10 degrees. 8 degrees cooler now. And I just did some voltage tweaks, but the frequency is the same, so we didn't lose any performance. We're using less power. So yeah, Adrash Sharma, thank you for the 40 Indian rupees donation. He says, love watching you and please make more vlog type vids. I'm not sure if I'm into the vlog type of thing. I'm more of a YouTube benchmarking thing, but I might do a room tour to show you how I do my videos and all that, and where I live, so you can see my setup. Maybe I'll do that, but I'm not really into a vlog type of things. I don't have a good enough personality to do so. But again, thank you so much for the donation, man. Highly appreciated. Sorry if I mess up your name. But yeah, I'm still alive for some reason in Red Dead 2. Si activas la sync vertical se pierden FPS. Capaz que se bloquea a menos de 60. Yo estoy usando el Enhanced Sync de AMD. Es como el Fast Sync de Nvidia. Así que te recomendaría usar eso, el Enhanced Sync. It's undervolting Ryzen 5 3600 safe. I mean, considering the temperature you're getting with the stock cooler, I wouldn't do it. It already boosts very high by its own, so I don't think undervolting your CPU is completely worth it. I mean, the GPU, yes, because it can get very high temps. I mean, look at now, I'm getting 61 degrees, so we drop 11 degrees Celsius by dropping the voltage, and we have the same frame rate. That's because I have a great undervolt going. I was very lucky. I was able to drop it from 1150 millivolts to 975. I'm dead. So yeah, I mean, I recommend you try it. I have a tutorial on undervolting GPU, but I think that undervolting the GPU is worth it. The CPU, I don't think so much. On the GPU, you get a much more immediate difference because you're usually maxing out your GPU anyways. So yeah. Ahora, Santiago, ¿notas un mejor rendimiento cuando salió el juego o solo 5 FPS? Hasta ahora el juego corre mucho mejor que cuando salió, por lejos, especialmente en el tema del frame time. Es mucho más estable en el tema de frame times con CPUs más lentos, así que sí, mejoró un montón el tema de estabilidad. I was saying in Spanish, somebody asked me if the game runs a lot better than before, and yes it does. It runs much better, especially on the CPU part of things. Now you do not have as much stutter as before. So yeah, let's do 1440p now that we are here. I mean, why not? Let's go directly to 1440. Now that I'm doing a 4K live stream, I can take advantage of the extra resolution so you guys can see a better looking image. Alright, 16 FPS, yeah, maybe because I'm in the pause menu. Okay, and let's make a bigger overlay so you guys can see. Oh man, I hate when games force me to be in the same window. Anyways, so this is 1440p. Let's put 570 undervolt. Come on. Undervolt at 1440p with Xbox One X-ish settings. So yeah, this is at 1440p with Xbox One X settings. The game looks super sharp. You're probably not going to notice it with the live stream, hopefully you do. But this looks much sharper. So if you wanted frame rate resolution over 60 FPS, if you don't care about the frame rate, this is super sharp. The game looks amazing. And yeah, the undervolt made us drop from 72C to 62. So yeah, if you want 30 frames per second, this will be my configuration for the 570, as you can see. It looks super sharp. The shadows look fair enough, good enough. And you get over 30 frames per second, even on the city. So yeah. Using OBS, yeah, I'm using a separate computer, so I don't have a performance hit. Keep that in mind, guys. I'm using a separate PC. So yeah. Nunca había visto ese juego del oeste, papá. Se pondría loco con eso y tiene más de 70. Sí, sí. Se pondría loco, ¿sabes? Turn off anti-aliasing. I mean, it's TAA. It's a very tiny performance hit, so I don't think it's worth disabling anti-aliasing just for what, a couple extra frames. No thank you. I mean, if I disable anti-aliasing, the game will look kinda, what's the name of this, kinda garbage. So yeah, let me do a very quick fight here. So I can stress test the GPU a little bit more on the CPU. As you can see now, due to us being below 60, the CPU is not suffering at all. The CPU is just chilling there at 50%. So yeah, you can clearly see it much sharper in your 1080p screen. Oh, that's awesome, man. That means that the 4K live stream is working. What the heck? If you can notice the difference between the sharpness of 1080p and 1440p in this live stream, it means that the 4K live stream was a great idea. I might be implementing this for future videos. But yeah, the idea was for you guys to notice the quality difference. I mean, I have a 30 to 40 second delay between talking and the chat. But I mean, at least I can show you the best quality possible in the game without as much compression. 750 Ti 4K next. No, I'm not doing more graphics cards today. I'm just chilling a little bit here with Red Dead 2. But yeah, even with a budget PC, you can run it at 60 if you want it on 1080p. And by budget PC, I mean if you're buying new parts, just get 16 GB of RAM, a Ryzen 3 3100, and you'll be good to go. You can do 1080p 60s with the Xbox One X-ish settings, and the game looks decent. It looks pretty good, but you get much smoother FPS. Especially for mouse aiming, it looks pretty good. Alright, got all of them. Alright, is that the correct version? No, this is the Epic Games Store version. I have the game since day one, so I just wanted to show you how it runs nowadays. With patches, it increased the performance significantly, on the CPU side especially. So yeah. But I mean, the game at 1440p looks so much sharper than 1080p, it's ridiculous. And it's like 30% more pixels. Sorry, 33% more pixels. So yeah. The dog is so annoying. I mean, do not get a puddle? No, I don't know how it's pronounced. But yeah, I have a very annoying dog in the background, sorry guys. So yeah, DPC requirements for Assassin's Creed Vikings, well, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, makes you die inside. Well, we're going to test them out, so no worries. We're going to check those out, those settings. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. How is it running smooth AF for him? Well, I have a good enough PC to run it. You don't need really a lot to run this game okay nowadays. Just make sure to have RAM on dual channel, a decent enough CPU. I have a 4-core X-thread CPU, so it kind of makes sense. It's 4 cores and 8 threads, which should be the minimum for 60 frames on this one. So as long as you use a mix between medium and low with some stuff on high and ultra textures, should be just fine. But yeah, in the meantime, let it run by its own. Come on, go on your own. Come on, Arthur. Okay, should be getting to the waypoint I marked on its own. Yeah, use the Digital Foundry settings. If you use the Digital Foundry Xbox One X settings, you'll be okay. The game will run fantastically well. 48 to 60 on the 570, maybe 60 frames on the 580. I mean, great performance all around if you use those settings. So yeah, can you someday show us safe setting for undervolting your GTX 1080 Ti? I mean, you can do it with the videos I already made on undervolting. There's a tutorial where I explain how to undervolt, why you will want to do so, what are the results. I mean, you have many resources that I already made available for you to undervolt your 1080 Ti safely. Super easy to do so. You should be able to get a good 100 millivolts below the standard. So yeah, I recommend you check that out. But yeah, your RX 580 Gigabyte and 90C while gaming, well, undervolted. Should be super easy to do so. Okay, I'm stuck here for some reason. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I have to go to the swamp again. Yeah, the thing that I disabled is the water physics. As you can see, there are no physics when I'm moving the water. I think it's a good trade-off considering the performance hit that the water physics have. So yeah, don't torture the RX 570 like this. It might get lumbago. It's very serious. Yeah, I know. I'm so sorry, RX 570, for the torture. You're a big fan, please give me attention. Well, Henry the Gaming, how are you doing? Good seeing you in this live stream. How's it going?
Hey, Bill, you were a sharpshooter in the cavalry.
There's your attention. I hope you enjoyed it. I just joined the stream. Is this the correct version? No, this is not. This is the Epic Games Store version. So yeah, I'm not using the correct version, but the correct version should run basically the same. So, but you're not using any DRM. 1 second, guys. Going to drink some water. I'm talking non-stop. Ah, much better.
I don't doubt you saw things, Bill, but your tiny little mind was too small to comprehend what you saw.
All right.
What you saw was people who lost everything too.
As you can see, Dutch has a plan for some reason. So yeah.
Interesting way you boys gotta prepare
How could I underbolt your RX 570 as well? I'll link a tutorial in the pinned comment. 1 second, guys.
You think we got this? Don't you never
I'll show you how to underbolt.
That's all we got.
Alright, there's the underbolt tutorial. If you guys wanted to learn how to underbolt your graphics card, you can do it with that tutorial just fine. Santiago, ¿crees que si compro un i5 6600K soy un boludo? No, la verdad que no. Si está a buen precio, no es una mala idea. El tema es que tenés 4 núcleos nomás. Ahí puedes comprar un i3 9100F, un, no sé, o un Ryzen 3 3100 y tendrías mejor rendimiento. O sea, no sos un boludo, pero si lo compraste caro, sí, lo sos. O simplemente inconsciente, no boludo. I have a plan, Archer. Archer, I have a plan. We're going to kill everyone, and then we profit. We're going to test the RX 570 and underbolt it. Crack and the original are the same. What are they talking about? Yeah, I mean, the cracked version should run the same as the original version if it's the latest version of the game. That's what I'm saying, basically. Try to overclock? Nah, I'm fine. What the hell, Arthur? Yeah, I wanted to shoot. That's why I exposed myself. I want to do some shooting, some shooty. English, please. Yeah, I'm trying my best to do both languages, but as you can see, it's not working. Boom, headshot. I mean, with mouse and keyboard, it's so easy to shoot in this game. It's kind of ridiculous, but I love it. I can aim directly to the head or the shoulders. When I was playing this on console, it was, oh man, it was so hard to land a shot without auto aim. It was ridiculous. Let's try to aim for the head. Yeah, there, headshot. What's the FPS difference between underclock and normal? And this is not underclock, this is underbolt. Underclock is something different. Give me 1 second, guys. The dog doesn't shut up. I'm going to be right back. 1 second. Alright, so I bring him here with me so he shuts up. Super annoying dog, Jesus Christ. Alright, you're with me now. Let me show you very quickly my dog so I get some extra views. Jesus Christ. So, here's the dog. Here he is, in all his glory. Yeah, what a nice dog. Please shut up. I'm trying to live stream. No, I won't be eating the dog. I'm not that type of person. I'm not a dog eater. So yeah. This is Max. I put Max as his name because Max Payne. He's like a big dog that can do bullet time. So anyways, I'm going to put him in my bed so he shuts up for a bit. So go to sleep, Max. Come on. Anyways, yeah, he likes playing there in the background while I'm doing the live stream. So yeah, I put the dog there to have some extra views. You know how it goes. So in the meantime, the dog is playing in the background. So yeah. Anyways. Yeah, the dog is in the background there trying to open the door. You're not going to do that. But yeah, let's get in. Hopefully he's going to sleep. Okay, he went to sleep. 1 second, guys. Sorry for the interruption. I wanted to show you this cute moment. There he is, he went to sleep. I wish I was so peaceful myself, but I'm not. Alright, so let's break the lock now. I love shotguns in this game as well. Boom. What software do you use to blur the black background? Oh, that's one thing, guys, I wanted to talk to you about. I'm using NVIDIA Broadcast. So if you have an RTX GPU, I have an RTX 2060 in my streaming PC. If you use NVIDIA Broadcast, you have an AI that can blur your background, so it identifies your shape and it blurs the background. I'm using the same thing to do the transparent background without a green screen. I'm using NVIDIA software that requires an RTX GPU, but I have a 2060, so I can do it. So I do not need a green screen or anything like that. I just go press a button and it deletes the background, which is awesome. I love that about the new NVIDIA cards. For streamers, that's great. You can delete your background without a green screen, without a great camera. You don't need anything at all. Whoa, that was awesome. Sad noises, I do not have an RTX card. Yeah, that's the problem. You need an RTX card for those features to work. So I'm happy I was able to get a 2060 to do it. But yeah, it's an expensive way. The thing you don't spend on your green screen a good camera, you spend it on your graphics card, basically. But it's pretty good software, I have to say. Pretty good. To blur the background, to delete the background, super useful. It makes your live stream look a lot more professional, as you can see. But yeah. Yeah, the AI has advanced significantly lately. So yeah, super happy about it, that I can do it. So yeah. Well, thanks, Mason. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm good, dude. I'm doing good these days, luckily. Try the GhostRunner demo on Steam. Maybe I try it. Maybe. I'll keep it downloaded while I'm playing this, maybe. Do you guys want to see GhostRunner? I never played it before. I asked for a review copy, but I never played the demo, so I think it will be interesting. But hey, let me know. If I do it, I probably put it to download right now. I have a fast download speed, so I should be able to do it while I'm live streaming. So yeah. AMD has leaked rumors of super sampling. NVIDIA has the best software right now, though, and for a long time. Well, yeah, at the moment, NVIDIA has the advantage on the software side of things. But I would love AMD to have a competition to DLSS, but something that doesn't require specific hardware. That's the thing I do not like about DLSS. It requires specific hardware to work. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It's using the NVIDIA's AI. But I mean, it would be nice to have some solution that does not require you to upgrade your hardware. Very hard to come by these days, though. But hey. Do you think a 3200G is still relevant in 2020? Considering that we now have a Ryzen 3 3100, which is basically the same price, but 4 Corsair threads. I'll say it's irrelevant if you have a graphics card. If you do not have a graphics card, I think that the 3200G is a great CPU, a great APU, if you do not have a graphics card. Considering its integrated graphics, should be okay. Has connection. I asked for the download code. He's making money moves. Yeah. Nowadays I can ask for review copies of games, which has been super useful because I can save that money and use it to get more graphics cards or games that I do not get for free. So yeah, it's been super useful. Especially I think it's an indie game, so it's even easier to get a review copy because they want to give them away. The games I could never get for free are the Call of Duties. Activision doesn't want to give out any review copies to YouTubers my size, which is fine. I mean, nobody is Nobody is forced to give any review copies. I just ask for them, and if they want to provide them, I'm happy to take them. But yeah. Nowadays, luckily, I'm able to request them. So thank you guys so much for watching the live stream right now. And thanks to you guys watching and liking and commenting and subscribing, I'm able to request review copies so I can make more videos. But yeah, I mean, ask me, what do you mean? Do you think Ryzen 5 3600 versus 10400F? Well, I mean, depends on the price. If the price is the same, I'll get any of them. Both are 6 cores, 12 threads. Maybe if you're going high refresh rate, you get the Intel CPU. But the motherboard should be more expensive. Upgrade path, we do not know what else we can get on the Intel side. So yeah, I don't know. Can you actually see the difference between 30 and 60 frames? Yeah, of course. I mean, well, I've been so exposed to frame rates that I can tell the difference between 40 and 60, which is a nightmare. I can see the drops in frame rate in consoles and it kind of messes with my brain. But yeah, between 30 and 60, I mean, just play at 60 for 10 minutes and then swap to 30 and you'll immediately notice the difference. Immediately, I promise you. So yeah, the dog now wants to leave my room. So yeah, we'll see what we do about it. If the dog starts roaring a little bit, I'm going to let him go. But yeah. You tried to undervolt and it's a stable at 960 volts with 960 millivolts with 1281 megahertz. Great. I'm glad it worked for you. How are you? I'm doing fine. What about you? I love that I'm just talking to the chat while somebody's being drowned. That's hilarious. Well, thank you. He says this is one of the channels that help you. Oh, that you don't have to spend a lot of money on your PC to get playable frame rates. Yeah, that's a big misunderstanding that a lot of people have. They think that they have to spend more than $1,000 on a PC to get playable frame rates. No, you do not need to. You can do it just fine with budget hardware if you make the conscious choices to get specific things. But yeah, you can get a great PC for not a lot of money, especially if you go for used parts. But yeah, undervolting doesn't affect performance, core clock does. Well, yeah, that's true, but you can undervolt and lower the clocks if you want to go even lower on your undervolting. In this case, I kept the same clocks, so the undervolt doesn't affect performance. But yeah, there's a performance hit with the undervolt if you lower the core clock. In this case, the core clock is at 1280 megahertz consistently. So it's the same as the stock settings, no performance hit here. So yeah. Yeah, let me put this game, what's the name of this? GhostRunner, the demo to download. I want to download it. So yeah, I'm one of those rich YouTubers that can download while live streaming. So I'm going to take advantage of that fact. So 1 second, guys. I'm going to be downloading the GhostRunner demo in the meantime. Hopefully everything works. Yeah, let's try that. Let's try lowering the what's the name of this? Downloading GhostRunner demo. So we go to store and we search for GhostRunner. GhostRunner. Yes, I was born in 1998. Okay, there's a live stream of GhostRunner going there. So let's download the demo. Oh, only 6 gigabytes. Should be super quick. I will install it on my SSD, so it's super quick to get there. But yeah. Okay, the dog is preparing to woof in the background. Okay, it's downloading. It should take what? Let's see. Yeah, this is affecting my live stream, so let's pause it. Yeah, not a good idea to download while you're live streaming. I'm going to limit the download to something else, maybe how many kilobits per second? Let's do 10. Yeah, 10. 10 should be fine. Let's see if that affects our... Yeah, this affects our live stream or not. Let's see. Okay. Why is it at 37? It's using all my bandwidth. What the heck? Okay, in a minute it should be done. So the download should be done in 1 minute. I'm downloading at 36 megabits per second. So yeah, the live stream is going to suffer due to this. Sorry guys. It will only take 60 seconds. Yeah, I'm not from 1998, I'm from 1995. I'm a kid from the 90s. So yeah, 30 seconds left. I'll wait for this thing to end, really. Stream is good, really? Even while I'm downloading? No way. I mean, I'm using, well, this is half of the bandwidth, so it kind of makes sense. So yeah, almost there. 1 second, guys. You didn't click apply. Oh, that's why. Thank you. I'm an idiot. I didn't click apply. I didn't apply it. I feel so stupid now. Thank you so much. Anyways, it's already downloaded, so it doesn't matter. After Red Dead 2, I'm going to be doing GhostRunner. But that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'm a cool 90s kid. Whoa. Now my frame rate died. You know what? Whatever. At this point, let's just do GhostRunner. It's been fun. Let's do GhostRunner now. We're going to change the game to something else. So now this is GhostRunner. Oh man, I hate when my keyboard doesn't work. Okay, GhostRunner. So sorry for the people that wanted Red Dead 2 a little bit more. We're going to be doing GhostRunner. Yeah, my internet speed is fast because I live in my country. My country has good internet. Thank you, Murugesan Tendulkar, for the 20 Indian rupees. Thank you so much, man, for the donation. Highly appreciated. Thank you for supporting the channel. But yeah, now we're doing GhostRunner. Let me disable the music. Alright. So now that I disable the music, I can check the video settings. So we're going to select 1080p because we are from the PC Master Race. And let's change the status to what? 1080p. So this is 1080p. Let's start with ultra settings. Now with high settings should be fine. So we do high settings. Let's put everything on high except in anti-aliasing. This is on high. This on high. Yeah. Blur. I don't want any the blur on this game that is fast-paced should be fine. Oh, there's RTX. Interesting. So this game has DLSS and RTX, and there's fidelity effects sharpening. So we're going to be giving that a try. But at the moment we're going to be doing 1080p high settings because we know what we're doing. So let's go right into the game. I don't know anything about this game. This is the first time playing it. So hopefully this game is fun. I think it's one hit kill, everything. Alright. Whoa, the game looks super nice.
Can you hear me?
How interesting.
They are already looking for you.
Okay. Nice sword. For some reason I'm getting some stutters. Unreal Engine 4 stuff, I guess.
Relax. The
Wow.
plants are still adjusting to the
It's super smooth. Jesus Christ.
prison. I can calibrate
This is so
basic
cute.
protocols.
So cute. So nice. Yeah, this game is not free. 1 second, I'm trying to disable the music. What the heck? Sorry, copyright reasons. This game is not free. This is the demo, the GhostRunner demo. This game is releasing next week. I'm going to be doing a live stream on it. But yeah, it's not free. The demo is free. You can play a couple levels. Así que este juego no es gratis, es una demo. El juego sale la semana que viene. Pero la demo es gratis. Búscala en Steam. So guys, this is my first time playing this game. It looks amazing and it runs great. Super smooth. Why didn't I play this game before? I do not know. But yeah, it looks great. Press shift while moving. Oh, there's a dashing ability.
You can use acceleration while in the air.
That's so cool. This is like this is like combat on Mirror's Edge. Whoa, I died.
The trespasser is in the air.
So as I was saying, this reminds me of Mirror's Edge, but more fast-paced, and I actually have combat. Whoa, that's so nice.
But you won't last long in this state.
I mean, why didn't I play this game before? I'm such a fan of first-person parkour things. Kinda weird I didn't play this before. Nice. Let's put it on Ultra now that we're here. Let's do ourselves a favor and put it on Epic. Epic. Yeah, let's put everything on Epic, like the PC Master Racers we are. Okay. So we're now on Epic settings, 1080p. Test Red Dead Redemption 2, I already did. Let me change that with GhostRunner and Red Dead 2. Okay, I changed the title now, so it should be clear to everyone. I already did Red Dead 2, you can rewind the live stream. But yeah, this is now Epic settings. Let's disable VSync. And yeah, let's try it with the highest settings. Okay, we drop into the 60s. But the game still looks pretty good, I have to say. How interesting that a new game runs on max settings. Okay, one shot, one death. Okay, one hit kills. I see. Please don't kill me. Okay, somebody shot me in the ass. Okay, that's how you dodge. Gotcha. Oh man, I'm so not good at this. Never mind. Oh, so close. Oh yeah, this is interesting. I'm digging that dodging mechanic, but I'm not good at it. Yeah, I'm terrible at this game. Jesus Christ. So I can... Okay, this has a... So I dodge to the left. Boom, dead. No, no! Oh! So close. Oh, thank you again for the 40 Indian rupees. Can you please say hello everyone? I'm Santiago. Yes, of course. Thank you first for the donation and hello everyone. I'm Santiago and today I'm gonna be testing GhostRunner demo on the RX 570 while doing a live stream at 4K to test my live stream settings. Thank you man for the donation. Oh man. Okay, let's try a different approach. Let's try going for those guys first. We go left, boom, dead. Okay, I cannot do the dodge like on midair in the ground. Holy hell. I'm terrible at this game. I'm so sorry. I'm awful at this game. Yeah, the one shot, one kill kinda sucks. Let me see. Yeah, there's no way to turn it off. But yeah, I didn't know it was one-shot death. Oh yeah, that's what I have to learn about it. Whoa! Okay, finally! I got 3 guys! I understand now the performance. There is probably very few enemies. What is your CPU? A Ryzen 3 3100. Whoa, I died. Okay, but yeah, the game is super smooth. The thing I do not like about it is the one-hit kills.
Slide to gain speed.
Okay, slide. Oh, I can slide as well. Okay, interesting. No, esto es 1080p. 4K está el stream. Oh man, so tough. Oh, I got him. Jesus Christ. Ooh, that was tough. I need to use all my brain for that.
They know I'm talking to you. It's only a matter of time.
Oh, I'm so not used to not have double jumping.
Find me before they get inside.
Alright, slide, jump, jump, jump. Yeah, but I'm digging the movement system. I'm digging it. Can you say it one more time, please? Yeah. Hello, everyone. I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing GhostRunner on my RX 570 while doing a live stream at 4K. Oh no, please, no. Oh man. Okay, my dog wants to leave. Give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, you can go. Stop roaring. Alright. So the dog now will bark in the front door. Sorry about that interruption. Okay, 1 down. Nobody else here.
All tenants are to remain in their homes.
Alright, he's gone. So fast paced. No, please. Jesus, I'm so bad at this game. But sometimes it's nice to get your ass kicked in a video game. It makes me stay humble.
Tenants found outside their homes will be considered part of the rebel forces and treated as such.
Alright, I got him. Oh, there's one guy. There's one more. One more. Please, run. Yeah, I got him.
Lockdown lifted.
So satisfying when it works.
Go.
Holy hell, that was tough. Alright. I'll press E. He said the thing! Yeah, I said the thing! Oh man, that was so satisfying. I think this is my new Dark Souls. Time 7 minutes. Yeah, I completely suck. That's 17. And it was only 1 level and I played less than 10 minutes. I still can't believe the 3100 is this much powerful. Yeah, I mean, considering the price, it's a great CPU. This is what i7s used to be back then.
Hope you're not afraid of heights.
Oh, there's a grappling hook as well. Interesting. I just need double jumping and I'll be good to go. Alright. Yeah, but I'm digging the movement system. Whoa. Yeah, it allows me to have reflexes. So yeah, I'm super digging the movement system, but I wanted something that is not one-hit kills. Alright, he's gone. Oh, dead. Yeah, I forget that I have to dodge. Alright, he's gone. No! Hey, can you compare stock versus an Thunderbolt RX 580 with 1650 Super? We'll see later on, but I already made a video talking about it. The thing is that most people will not overclock, which is an unfortunate fact because you can get a good amount of extra performance. I'm so bad at this game, Jesus. I'm losing my patience. But that's fine. I mean, the game is not made for me to enjoy it. It's for me to be a soy boy. Okay. Okay, I'm getting into it now. I'm understanding more how the game works. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you don't get frustrated easily and you're patient, I'd say it's a good
Prisoner
thing.
termination.
Whoa.
Prisoner termination protocol initiated.
Alright, he's gone. Alright, another one down. Let's jump up there. This is so fast paced. I like it. Okay, I got the controls more on hand now. Interesting.
Prisoner released.
Well, thanks, Pappenstein. I'm glad. Whoa, the frame rate, Jesus. Well, this is a cinematic, so doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's been at 60 all along with the highest settings. Finally got running games that are new.
That is. Now, let's take a look inside.
Oh no, he's going to kill
This may
me.
feel a little strange.
Yeah, that's what she said to me the first time. I mean...
Welcome to Cybervoid.
Cybervoid.
Fix you out.
Okay, the Cybervoid runs worse than the normal thing. Man, this is going to destroy live streams when this game releases. I mean, look at all that activity in the screen.
You're a GhostRunner.
No, I'm playing on 1080p, but I'm doing a 4K live stream.
That will have to do for now.
The 4K live stream is to have the highest bitrate available,
Time runs slower here.
so the game doesn't look bad with the YouTube compression. This is like brute forcing a higher quality. But yeah, let me see if I can fix this by lowering the effects quality. Okay, yeah, high effects kind of fix it, so let's put effects on medium. Mid effects. But yeah, I'm just fooling around really. I'm not doing a test actually, but yeah, I'm doing a test. So yeah, medium effects, so I can get 60s even in this area.
I remember a fight.
Okay, it's up into the 50s again. Jesus.
You've been
But
cast
what I
down
was saying
from Dharma
is
City to the base district.
the
It's a
live
miracle
streamers
to
are going to
survive a
hate this
fall
part
like
in the
that.
game because the compression is going to destroy the live streams.
Ghost Runner.
Yes,
So yeah.
your bodyguards.
Holy hell, this part runs bad.
arbitrators, and anything else we needed you to be. You
Yeah, the
tried
first
to
levels
solve
were
the
okay,
clue.
but whoa.
There was a woman.
The name is Mara, or the.
But yeah, the
Keynote,
first level was
as she
okay.
calls herself
This
now.
is
20
half the
years
frame
ago,
rate.
she stood against me.
So yeah, it would definitely be interesting to try it
You
out
failed.
when the full game
I
releases. This is a
died.
demo after all.
My body did anyway. Thanks
So,
to
yeah.
the precautions I had taken, I'm still here. Although this
Underworld,
fall
what
has
is?
its
Check on Google.
limitations.
I lowered the voltage and kept the frame
Say
rate,
that.
the
Could
core
also
clock the
say
same,
Dharma Tower
so I
is
have a
skyscraper.
lower temperature.
Technically correct.
Let's very quickly disable the undervolt so people stop asking. I'm kind of annoyed. So we're going to disable the undervolting altogether. So it's now back at the at the stock settings, so I jumped from 60 degrees all the way into the 70s. But hey,
What is the tower then?
let's just use stock settings now that we're here. These people are so tall.
It had been under my care since its creation, almost a century
Okay, now
ago.
the game is running
I
fine
served the people, kept
in this
them
part.
safe,
Yeah, but if you go
maintained
back
the
there,
shelter I provided.
goodbye frame rates.
Mara had her own plan. She became the sole ruler of Dharma Tower.
Yeah, this game should be amazing when it comes out. Yeah, so far it's been a lot of fun and super satisfying. I'm super impressed about the gameplay though. The gameplay in this game is super smooth, first person action. The thing I do not like very much is the one hit kills. So the enemy shoots at you once and you're dead. I wish there was an option not to do that, but I guess the game wouldn't be what it is. So yeah. My PC specs are Ryzen 3 3100 and an RX 570 right now. That's what I'm using
Why
at the
can't
moment.
this place be normal?
Oh, it's perfectly normal.
So yeah, after I'm done with this level, I'm going to finish the live stream. It's been an hour and a half and I need to go have
You were subjected to
lunch.
made you divergent.
Lunch is important, and it's Saturday. I shouldn't be streaming on Saturday, but I wanted to do some
Change that.
chill live stream while trying a new game and trying Red Dead 2.
Climbers, a group of rebels that tried to
Vaya.
oppose Mara.
Te quieren vender una PC con un Ryzen 5 3500, 1650 Super, 16 GB de RAM, 240 GB SSD, 1 TB HDD, una fuente certificada, 75
There's
KHz.
no
Pa,
time
eso
to
no sé
worry
cuánto
about
es.
them now.
Un segundo.
Almost done here. Press on.
Esos son 960 dólares. Sí, yo diría que sí. Yo diría que lo vale. Son 6 núcleos, 6 hilos. Sí, yo diría que sí. No sé cómo están los precios en Argentina, pero en Uruguay yo pagaría eso, sí. Capaz que pasaría un 3600, pero yo creo que está bien el precio. It's fair since you have been killing them one shot too. Well, yeah, that's true. It makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, it's also one hit. Well, I will trade one hit kills by killing the enemy in more than one hit. But I understand the point of view. I mean, it's respectable that they want to do that, since most people will not like that one shot, one kill thing. So yeah. I mean, they're super brave doing that, because most people will criticize them for being one shot, one kill. So yeah, my respect to the developers for believing in their vision. But yeah, the gameplay on this, super
How did
nice.
she manage to win?
I was stabbed in the back. We both were, you and I.
Who was she?
Was?
Yeah, stop
Dear
spamming,
friend,
man.
a
You're super
trusted
annoying.
partner, brilliant scientist.
Super annoying. I hate when people spam the same chat over and over.
Should be asking.
That's why we can't have nice things.
You wouldn't like the
I wouldn't be
answer.
using slow mode if it wasn't for those people.
People of Dharma Tower would.
But yeah, anyways.
Are
Yeah,
you
please do not spam chat.
You will get them.
I'm going to read it eventually,
Now,
I think.
Trust me. The
This game is
Keymaster
literally
is your
cracked
enemy,
when released the demo.
tyrant.
Oh yeah, I mean, this game is cracked. You can play the entire game right now and the game is not even out, which kind of sucks for the developers. It really does. But at the same time, their game gets a lot more popular because we're talking about it. But yeah, hopefully they get good enough sales to
Kill
make
Mara, of course.
more good stuff.
To be able to do that, you'll have to relearn a few
But yeah.
things and tweak your
I
performance.
mean, this is a new game that has
First,
DLSS, it has
you need to get back.
fidelity effects,
It's much
sharpening,
quicker
it
this
has a
way.
lot of stuff. So I can respect that. Okay. The level is done. Okay, the game is... I finished the demo. It took me like 16 minutes. It says available October 27th, so it should be out on Tuesday. Okay, I might be playing this on Tuesday live. And I can pre-order GhostRunner now for a 20% discount. Okay, and get 2 cyber katanas. Awesome. But yeah, super nice demo. I'm interested in the game now. Hopefully I can get a review copy. If not, I'm going to buy it, of course. It's 20% discount. But yeah, so far it's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for watching this 4K test live stream. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did playing. Have a nice weekend and I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Bye bye. Gracias. Nos vemos. Ciao. See you later guys.